So Tyler Guyton, I was not high on when he was drafted. Every time they put him on the field, I was like, why are we doing this? Except for then when they started playing Chuma and wouldn't let him play, I was like, well, neither one's good. You might as well let the rookie get wore out and see if he's going to get any better. You might as well let him get snaps, but they didn't want to do that because he was that bad. And then we got to the offseason. I'm like, you should probably replace that left tackle. You probably just don't want to, like, hope is not a strategy. You should probably make sure you have something out there, and they didn't. But then he made some good words that got to me. My guy's on a diet, a real one. Changed his whole diet. My guy's doing an hour of yoga in the garage at the same time every day. He's got his habits lined up. He's got good habits happening for me.
So do you go to the studio or garage? You know, you like the old DDP style.
I was a DDP yoga guy.
DDP.
Now I'm a Pilates man, reformer machine.
All right.
Yeah, no impact on the knees, and I can really build up
You inside the studio, though. You got those little toe socks?
Yeah, well, no, I have the grippy socks.
Okay.
You have to have grippy socks on those machines. And now I just saw a picture of Tyler Guyton working with Tyron Smith, and I was like, you guys are going to try to get me to go, aren't you? You guys are going to try to get me really to believe in a guy that 3 weeks ago I was like, please, God, make sure you have a better option or another option at left tackle. Look at that. Look at Tyler Guyton working with a Hall of Famer, eating right.
Got a schedule.
Ingrained habits in his schedule. I'm talking myself into it. I just want you to know that now he's also working with Tyler. Boy, Tyler Guyton is going to be okay, maybe, kind of. That's strong from me. Okay, maybe, kind of.
I said this earlier in the offseason that I wasn't going to kick a man while he was down anymore. I kicked him long enough.
He's up
the
now.
Season.
I got him up.
I kicked him long enough during the season.
I got him up now.
I like the steps that he's taking.
That's what I'm talking about.
I do. I do. There is the first thing that I appreciated from Tyler Guyton was accountability.
Yeah, I was bad.
He said, I was bad.
Yeah.
We kind of read into the Duke Manyweather tweet earlier in the offseason. You know, he talked about he had to grow up.
Yeah, basically,
it's
on
up
him.
to him.
It's on him. Yeah,
it's up to him. It's on him. If there's going to be a change in scenery or productivity for Tyler Guyton, it's going to be because he has decided to grow up and mature. Now, I think all those things are absolutely true. Because you come into this league, and as gung-ho as you may be, as happy as you may be, there are still some things that you have to do in the maturing department. It's no longer I can just show up and be better than because I was a 5-star or 4-star or I started at this 5-star program. Well, sorry, in this league, it is the best of the best. And when you play that premium position, that's how dudes eat. Like you're not playing a position that can be hidden. Right. You're playing left tackle.
Yeah.
Which means you're going up against the third highest paid player on the field at times, defensive end. Second highest paid player.
Yeah, quarterback and then pass rush.
So every team is trying to have a premier guy at that position. There is You opened up the year last year and you had to deal with TJ Watt. You had to deal with Myles Garrett. You had to deal with some heavy hitters. So I get it. There's a maturity that has to come along with getting into this league, sustaining yourself in this league, especially when you don't have that many reps at that position. You didn't ask to be that pick in the first round. But, son, you did, and now what came along with it is you struggled. Yeah. You got through the year, and now we're at a place where you held yourself accountable and said, I was bad. I was real bad. And now it seems as if he's taking the necessary steps to put himself in a much better position to be successful. Now, here is the thing that we will not know.
Neither one of us has the stones to be like, but he'll be really good.
but because you can do all these things. And I'm glad that Tyler is doing these things. I'm glad that Tyler has decided that I'm going to get a diet. I'm glad that he decided I'm going to work on the physical parts of my body. I'm glad that he went back to Duke and they're working. I'm glad that he sought out Tyler Smith and that he's working. All of those things are phenomenal. And they can all be for naught if he just can't play. And that happens sometimes. It's unfortunate. I hope that it is on the other side, that he's seeking these things and that these things are actually that he's putting in place turn out to be solid productivity for him. But we won't know that until training camp. And we have to hope.
We got to put pads on.
We have to hope that he has a level of confidence that when he starts, it keeps rising. Because in the back of your mind, what that little voice in the back of your head can creep back up and can talk bad to you.
Yeah.
And say, you know what, you really are sorry. Like, you're not that good. You don't belong in this league, and you're going to continue to get dominated. And if that spirals out of control, you'll have another guy who has lost confidence and won't be able to play or defend the quarterback for you.
So the next angle on that conversation is like what Mo is saying in the chat here. Can we get the picture back up, John? Can I get the picture of Tyler Guyton and Tyron Smith? He said Tyler Guyton looks like a small person next to Tyron Smith.
It's unfair.
Let's look at these.
Unfair.
Let's just look at these two dudes. Let's look at these two dudes for just a second here. Man, the guy in the baseball cap.
It's the retired guy.
If we're struggling at left tackle,
no,
I'm looking at that.
It's so unfair.
Pads on.
It's so unfair.
Pads on.
And it does.
If Guyton struggles, that dude standing next to him looks like he could do it.
It's so unfair to be compared to a dude who was built in a lab. Like, it just is. Like, it is. When you look at Tyron, the dude is a freak in a good way. He's just a physical freak. He's 6'7", 325 pounds, and he's ripped, and he has arms the size of small tree trunks.
Yep.
And it's just unfair that now, Tyler, you're standing next to him and you look like not a child, but
kinda,
but
like a high school kid.
You're like a high school kid trying to like at Tyron Smith's charitable summer camp.
I'm not saying nothing, but I'm saying. But I'm not. Keep in mind, I'm not saying, but I'm saying
it's unfair.
That don't look like a dude who's sure he needs to be retired. That looks like a dude who, if somebody needs me. Offensive linemen get little in a hurry when they retire, most of them, because they don't have to stay hefty.
Yeah, but most of them are fat.
Yeah, and I guess that's just the way he's put together.
Tyron is just like, I'm good. Like, I make 300 look really good. Like,
yeah.
I carry 300 differently than others carry 300.
Yeah,
so I don't have to lose all that excess weight. But hey, maybe in the back of his mind, Tyron is like, hey, Jerry, the young boy can't go.
If he can't go.
And we get to about week 7.
Yeah.
I'll come back and play for a couple mil.
If you want to leave, if you want to give me some money to hang out and try to coach these guys a little bit, I'll hang out. And if it's going bad enough, I'll walk in the equipment room for the right amount of money. Because somebody said, Rich said in the chat, love Tyron, but he was a train wreck with the Jets last year. You have to understand there's levels to train wreck. If Tyron was a train wreck with the Jets, our left tackle play was 700 train wrecks that were all on fire and then an airplane ran into it. So just keep in mind that there's levels to that stuff. If Tyron is cooked, what you had last year was beef jerky, most cooked.
The only way you call Tyron is if you're in a major pinch and your team is still very competitive. Like, if you're facing something like, you know what, we're in that murderous row of the schedule and we're down 2 left tackles. 7-7. Can you give me 3-4 games?
Man, I think they're going to look at their left guard and be like, hey, come on out.
Possibly.
And I don't know how likely that is, but I do think that seems like they're, in case of emergency, break glass is moving Tyler Smith. Because I don't know how many snaps it was, but I have seen that Shoddy said, yeah, Cooper Beebe took some snaps at guard, blah, blah. He's not taking snaps at guard to play over Tyler Booker or Tyler Smith. So I think there, in case of emergency, is we think Tyler Smith could play left tackle. And we got enough dudes that could play guard. And we got guys, Bass or Hoffman or whoever, that could play center. And I don't like it. I think it's a sign that your team is not properly prepared for a season. If your contingency, if something isn't perfect, is that you're going to move an all-pro to a position where he's okay. Maybe he's better than okay. But when he played out there, he was okay.
If it's for a couple games, I can see it. If you're looking to get a guy back in 2 or 3 games, all right,
just help us survive.
Help us survive.
I mean, I remember when they used Zach Martin to help him survive. And he played right tackle and he got hurt immediately. So I don't. Let's not move guys that are really settled into something. You're settled in there.
Let's leave Tyron. Let's leave him at home.
I don't know, John. Can you pull that picture back up?
This is so
You tell me
unfair.
that guy?
That's so unfair.
You're telling me that guy right there
That's so unfair.
doesn't have a better chance to block somebody than the other guy?
Even if you just did shoulders up, facially, it looks like Tyron is a better. Like if we're just doing facial
You're
recognition,
facially profiling their
100%.
ability to block?
Yeah, one looks like I'm confused. One looks like I'm confident. One doesn't look confident.
Yeah, Tyron looks like he's about to eat him.
Tyron looks confident.
Tyron looks like he's looking at him because, like, Tyler kind of looks like he is confused. And Tyron's looking at him confused about why he's so confused.
Like, did you hear
He's
what
like,
I
for
just
real?
said?
No, I'm
Like,
telling
put
you.
your hand right here.
What?
That's what he's like. He's saying. He's like, where? Right here? Like, that's what it looks like.
Boy, that dude looks so ready. I can't wait. When the Cowboys make the playoffs and Tyron suits up, it's going to be great.
No.
It's going to be great. Our guy just needs a little time. You know, he only has 736 body parts that hurt. Let those get right. Get a couple Pilates classes
But
in.
you say that, and that's such a Cowboy thing to do. What's Tyron doing?
Yeah.
Like he's around.
Yeah.
Like he's with Meat Church
Yeah.
preparing a brisket.
Where is Larry Allen? Put him in.
Two
What's
whole
Dion up
chickens.
to? Dion, you really want people to talk about you? Come give me some snaps.
But like Tyron being around this year, if left tackle is struggling, because he's not tied to any team.
No, he
So even
just
if he,
retired.
Yeah, if he comes back to the league, he's not going to come back to another team.
You can set retirement paperwork on fire, right? That doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You
no.
say, I'm unretired.
Yeah, people do it all the time.
I'm back.
I'm back. I'm about to say the same thing.
I'm back.